Soundcheck.
All right, short. I want to go back to the beginning. One of the things that people know hip hop know and know rap know is the MC battles.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the battles are still good today, or do you think brothers and sisters should just stop battling?
Oh no. I'm like I just think that if somebody has to get hurt, it ain't in hip hop spirit. You know what I'm saying? And with the new attitudes now, you tend to kind of like resort to violence when you don't get your way these days. And I was, I'm gonna tell you like this: before rap even hit the West Coast in 78, 79, people were doing the boogaloo electric, the robot and the not break dancing but pop locking. And I was in LA, and that was sometimes it was really gang influenced, the dancing was. And you get a certain group of guys to say, we got a couple of guys that are really good, and another group of guys say, we got some guys that are good, let's meet at the football game or wherever. And halftime is going down behind the bleachers, and somebody break down the radio and they start battling. You saw it in the movies, Breaking and Beat Street and all that. But I remember somebody would say, ooh, they got with you, and then somebody that lost would throw a punch. You know what I'm saying? It went to that, but that was before guns and and nobody was getting shot. It'd be a little melee, and then they break it up, and you hear stories about it. But from what I know, just me, my personal experience, just what I absorbed from the hip hop community, from the origins in New York and the way it came to the West Coast, and just the whole way I saw rap come about, is that the battle was always like, it's like a little kid in going to an inner city school. You're gonna have a fight. Somebody is gonna push you, and that's rap. You come out. It's a kind of male chauvinistic attitude that you have to be a rapper. You kind of like I'm this shit, and everybody else in the whole world is nothing. I'm the shit. I'm the rapper. I'm a big dog. Anybody doing what I do is nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best. If you're a rapper and you don't say you're the best, then you're not really like kicking off that confidence that you're supposed to. And I believe that, like KRS got mad because Nelly, I don't know if he got mad because he said he was number one and that was his saying. I don't know why he really got mad, but if Nelly said number one, he wasn't saying anything that he shouldn't have said if he didn't sell 10 million records. He could have sold 2 records and said, I'm number one. I mean, that's just the way you're supposed to brag and rap. And if you carrying yourself like that with that swagger, that invincible, image, somebody's going to tear you down. And that's what it's about. You really, to me, rap is when in the movie Crush Groove, when LL kicked the door in with his radio. That's rap. I mean, he didn't have an audition. You know what I'm saying? There was a bunch of stuff get kicked in the door. Earl pushed play on the radio, and he got himself a deal. You know what I'm saying? That's rap. You can't sit there and wait for your turn. You know what I'm saying? When you standing in the cypher and you rapping with 8 rappers, nobody's gonna say you're next. You just gotta step up and get louder and shut the next dude up that's rapping, or else he might keep going, or somebody else will step in before you can. It's rap. And a lot of times when guys start freestyling, I mean, naturally, I've seen people just sitting around like, people that knew each other, didn't know each other, people that liked each other, didn't like each other. I mean, just sitting around and they're rapping. And it might not even necessarily be like a circle. It might just be a room, somebody just rapping, and next thing you know, somebody disses somebody. And it's fun. I mean, you end up laughing, or like I go to the barbershop in Atlanta and they watching Freestyle Fridays on BET. That lasts for a couple of minutes, but then they turn the TV down, they start having Freestyle Friday in the barbershop. And somebody is getting embarrassed. I mean, I seen a dude, he couldn't even wait to get his hair cut. He had to get up out of there. He's like, get out of here, man. You tow him up. So, I mean, I feel like if we're not going to be competitive and we're not going to continue the spirit of rap, like, rap is we show up at a dance, a club, the DJ is running things. This is the early days. The DJ is running. The rapper has to ask the DJ, can I get on the mic? If he lets you on the mic, if it's some other rappers in the house, call them out. Get a crowd something. Let's see who can get out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. And in my days, I've never been a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? But if you were to diss me, I'm there. I will not just take it. There's gonna be a song out about you. It's gonna be some show I'm doing somewhere where I'm close to your kinfolk down in Louisiana, and I'm gonna talk bad about you. I'm gonna be real precise about my revenge. But I really think that that as long as you keep the guns out of it. I don't know where we going with this whole gun thing, man, but it's like real foul that, I was looking at the paper. Somebody sent me, somebody showed me a copy of the Oakland Tribune, and it's like a paper from about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it's just got pictures of the 68 people that got murdered this year already. And I'm just like, looking at how many of them are just teenagers. I'm like, and I'm hearing stories already that most of these murders are about nothing except, the same thing that it would have been a fight about in the 70s, fist fight in the 80s or something. You're getting killed for it now. Like, somebody just say, man, get up out my face before I kick your ass. And it's a big dude. You like run home, go get your gun and come back and shoot big dude. It's crazy, man. I'm like, as long as we keep the guns out of it, man, I really think that rappers ought to continue to just talk bad about each other because it always sells and it's always interesting. And if we stop doing that, I think rap is a sport. It's all kind of things. That's the sport of rap. Let's go to the battle. We can name them. Man. There's been so many famous battles. The battles are historic. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can have a career like Kumo D's and a career like LL's, but you always going to remember the day they met. You always going to remember that day.
I feel you. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. I'm going to take your new track, Quit Hating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put the instrumental on, and I want you to freestyle. You feel up to it?
Now, see?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, though.
Go ahead. I'm going to let this roll. Go ahead. It'll hit you.
He said it'll hit you. You know what, though? I'm going to tell you like this. I'm a rebel, man. I'm a rebel. You know why? Because I was told early in my career, like when I first started making records, I had been a rapper for a long time. And I was told that you're not a real rapper if you can't freestyle. So based on that, I'm hearing this as a platinum artist. Based on that, I purposely shied away from it. Now, if I freestyle, it's going to be truly whack because we play around and we do it. And I can't be whack on the mic. The mic, it's like it's going to fold away and go away. I can't do it. I'm too serious to freestyle. Now, and if I started rapping right now, it would be rehearsed rhymes. And I watched the freestyle battle, and I analyzed freestyle. I can get off into it. I know when you're freestyling. And I think it's an art, man. It's a part of rap. It's like, when you're breakdancing, you just don't know what your next move is, but you do it. I think that freestylers are a part of our culture, and, we need them. I think a lot of battle rappers, they win battles not by freestyling, by reciting their rehearsed rhymes. And they know they're killing lines. They know what the ammunition is, and they freestyle, and they're so good and so quick with it that they can precisely hit you with the bullets, the lyrical bullets on cue. And, no diss to the audience out there, but Short Dog really is kind of sorry at freestyling, man. But I got a nice little ink pen. I take my time, wake up at 5 in the morning, sun coming up, smoke me a little joint and write me a rap. You know what I'm saying? I do my thing. I have written every word that I ever said. None of it was off the top of the head. I watched Biggie and Jay-Z lay lyrics. They didn't really use paper. They kind of put it together in their head and then make it happen from there. But I'm a writer, man.
I feel you. All right, so I'm letting them hear the instrumental to this new track.
If I wanted to, I couldn't even sing the word. I don't even have the words memorized. The real words. I don't know.
Only in the studio, right? Straight from Too Short. It's called Quit Hating Part 1. We're not going to hate on him. We know he's a professional and does his things the right way. Sometimes that's better, though.
I got what you call the pay style. You pay me and I rap.
I got a couple dollars. But you know what, Short? If you and I were hanging out down in you pick the city because you're worldwide. You're worldwide known. you and I hanging out, what would happen from the morning we got up to the time we laid our heads back down?
You probably realize that Too Short and Ty Shaw are two different people, and you probably realize a lot of things about both that you didn't know, because throughout every day that I live, it's just, I have to distinguish the two. I've always had to. And, people who really haven't been around me, or people who really don't know the full scope of the effect that I've had on my fans and people around America mainly, because, I've traveled the world. I've been to Japan and Brazil and Canada, but I've never been to Europe, and I'm looking forward to getting over to Europe. But, you just would not realize how people have been affected by Too Short. And I base that on the statements that they say, I get a lot of, you raised me, just a lot of just people just giving me feedback on certain songs, or what it did for a dead homie, or what it did for a relative. Like one of my favorite ones is a lot of people come to me and say, my father, you're the only rapper my father listens to. And they talking about my father, like 60-year-old father, like he listened to Too Short. So I get a lot of that, and it's like, it makes you feel good, man. But at the same time, you would think that I personally flowed that image. And I have to admit, I'm guilty. I have been every bit of a playboy throughout my life. But I didn't do it like Too Short. I never go up and say, "What's up, bitch? Suck my dick." I'm not. It's not really a disrespectful mannerism at all when I approach ladies. So, you would just be surprised at just the feedback that I get on a day-to-day basis, and the way that I filter it. You know what I'm saying? I don't play Too Short for my fans. I give them me, like, "Hey, what's up?" And I think they respect that. I don't dress up in suits and play like I'm what I'm not. And I know I got a lot of pimp friends, and they know that I'm not pimping, I'm representing pimping. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not disrespecting pimping, like a lot of rappers don't know that they're disrespecting pimping when they speak on it. They really are. And, real people who really know what it is and talk about it and live it, they not understanding what you're saying. And just because you say I'm a pimp, let my hoe get my money, it's whack if you don't put that game in it.
Your female listeners got a question for you, and that is, what is up with your love life?
Well, it seems that I have the curse of Too Short on me, and that is that I'm a wonderful person, and I've been in some wonderful relationships, and it just weighs heavy that you're a beautiful woman and you got this man treating you good and we doing good things, and then every time you get away from me, people are telling you, "Damn, that's Too Short is your dude. I mean, your dude's a pimp. He got a bunch of hoes," and he just, you know what I'm saying? It just weighs heavy when you hang out with me and people walk up and say, "Shorty a pimp." "Oh, he's a pimp." You know what I'm saying? "You my lady," and we together, we holding hands, we having a romantic dinner. Somebody walk up to the table talking about, "Man, you was the pimp, you something, man. I want to have hoes like you." And it's just, it's like my fans, they love me, but sometimes they hate on me unknowingly. And basically, another thing is, I found it hard to even I gotta break down a female completely just to even let her begin to see me. Cause from the jump, she's like, "I ain't biting. You're Too Short. You're everything you rap about." And my argument is always, so is every actor his role that he plays? They say no, but rappers, you guys play it so well that you have to be that. If you're not that, we're gonna think you are that anyway. So if you rapping and you pretending you're a gangster, gangsters are gonna want to gangster you. And I'm telling you, I rap about pimping, and at least, I would say at least, I'm not gonna say as often as once a month, but quite often, maybe once every 60 days, I have a hooker come to me and say, "I love what you say so much on the record, I want to work for you." And I'm like, "Baby, I got a good job. I can't really," because hookers are really high maintenance, and they really I'm talking about high maintenance emotionally, and I'm nobody's psychiatrist, counselor, father, husband, brother. I can't be all that in a day for you. So
I feel you. I'm going to use one of your lines that stays in my mind anytime somebody says Too Short, and that is Life is Too Short. So what's next for Too Short?
What's next for Too Short is, I think that you've been hearing me for a lot of years. You've been hearing about me for a lot of years, and I haven't been very visual. And basically, I'm looking into the avenues of being visual. Right now, Dwayne Wiggins, who we mentioned earlier, member of the Tony, that's Raphael Sadiq's brother. He just produced a documentary on my life. Why he did it, I don't know. I asked him, I said, why'd you do it? He said, if I didn't do it, somebody else was going to do it. But I got wind and he was doing this documentary on Oakland music, and he wanted to interview me. And when I caught up with him, he said, no, it's not about Oakland music. It's about you. So he went and had his staff interview on camera every person in my life that might know anything about Too Short. He got the people from 75 Girls. He got people I went to high school with. He got my old rap partner. He got the guys I was in business with doing dangerous music. He got my mother. He got my brother. The guys who rap with me, work with me. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And I was kind of like checking out some of it. I mean, he really like brought the life of Too Short, because, you know, my mother, they gave him the pictures from when I was little, the kitty story. I mean, they painted a whole picture from birth. He interviewed me like 3 times, like extensive interviews like we're doing now. And basically, it was just about the life of Too Short. So that's one thing coming. On another level, I am doing what a few other rappers are doing. I'm lending my presence to pornographic films. And I'm not the talent. I'm not getting in there participating in sex scenes, but in the 2 that we filmed already, I am one is like a party that I throw, and at this party, you know, people are having sex. It's a porno. And the other one is a party also, but it was like it's like a birthday party, and I blow out the candles and make a wish, and when I make this wish, all these freaky things start happening all around me, and I'm kind of like wishing I could be in on it, but I'm just dreaming. So I'm seeing all this freaky sex going on, but I can't be a part of it. So that's how I'm doing the pornos without being in them. And also, you know, in light of what Snoop Dogg did with Hustler video, I'm inserting some old Too Short songs in the movies and some new songs, and also songs from artists, you know, new artists and stuff, you know. So you'll play these pornos. It's really like if you got a TVs in your truck or your car or something, you want to watch naked people do it while some nice music plays. That'd be a good use for it, you know?
I feel you. I want to shout out to you. Thank you for coming by and spending time and giving us some insight into your life. Also for dropping 15 albums, couple of movies.
Yeah.
And inspiring so many people, man. Short, congratulations on this project. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting that message out about the West Coast, too.
No doubt.
Feel free to come back anytime you want. Reach out to me, help you out anything you need.
All gravy. Anytime I'm in it.
I feel you.
Soundcheck.